Hi everyone, welcome to our channel. Today video is on NT Framework Core 7.0 new feature, that is execute update execute delete extension method. So using these methods we can directly update the record in the database and we can directly delete the record in the database, because in normal approach, if you want to update a record, first we have to fetch the record, then we have to change the record. So that change will be tracked by DB context. Then we have to call the save changes async method. So here we can observe two kind of SQL execution, one for getting and one for updating. Same for delete operation also. But using execute update and execute delete, we can directly generate a SQL query for updation as well as for the deletion. Okay, let's check it. So here is my sample data like cars table name. Okay, it contains columns like brand, model, year. So we are going to play with this data through a API using our NT Framework Core 7.0. Okay, so if you observe, here is my simple cars controller which I have already created, and here I have two endpoints with normal approach for updating and deleting. Okay, so if you observe here, this is for update action method and this is for delete action method. Okay, so update action method, what I am doing, I am fetching the record first by ID value. Then whatever data I want to update, I am updating to that record with my payload data. Okay, on calling save changes async, DB context will track the changes. Those changes will be updated to database. So here we can observe two round trips, right? So let's test it and check the two SQL queries that are involved in this action method. Okay, so here is my Swagger. Okay, so let's try to update. Okay, here let me update my first record whose ID is 2. Okay, and here I want to update the model name. Let me update it like Civics 2, just some dummy model name, and I don't want any model here or brand. Okay, now if I execute my API call, here it is showing API call successful. Let's check the database. Here it is updated to Civic 2. So that means our update operation is successful. Let's check the SQL queries generated by this EF core. Okay. So if you observe here in this console, you can check here. Select the top one star where ID. That means what this EF core generated this SQL query. Means one SQL query for getting the record. And next below you can see update record. This is happened because of this one. Save changes async will pushes the changed data, right? So update query is created, means two uh, SQL server calls are happening here. Okay, so by using the execute update async method, okay, what we can do, we no need to select the data first. Directly we can write our update query and execute it. Means only one uh, SQL query generation. Okay, and there is no DB context tracking. So it will be much more faster. And also using execute update async, we can update for n number of records. Okay, that means bulk update. Okay, let's write a action method now to understand it. Okay, so here let me write a new action method. Okay, what I will do, I will just copy paste this action method, change it like update car by new approach. Okay, new approach. Okay, and here I don't no need to call the API. Okay, no need to get the record first, and also no need to call the save changes async method. I simply what I can do means my DB contest car dot. First, I want to uh, filter the data, which data I want to update. So where ID equal to my car to update dot ID. Then I can call double equal to, okay. Then execute update async, okay. Inside of it, we can update each individual property, okay. That means you can do either full update or partial update also, okay. Very easy. So here what we have to do means c dot set property. Here you have to specify whatever the properties you want to update. Since I only want to update brand, right? Sorry, model name. First you have to specify the model, okay? Model name. Then what is the value you want to update? You have to pass as a second parameter. So car update dot model name. Okay, that's it. It will update my model name. Okay, so let's save it and check it. Here we can see new endpoint, right? Okay, let's try out. So I want to update this record again. So it will be 2, and let's revert the model back to civic. Currently it is civic 2, right? Let's revert it. So civic to civic. Okay, sorry. And also remove these properties. Okay, let's execute it. Here we can see success. And if I execute SQL, see it is changed back to civic. And if we observe the query, here there is no select query. But if you observe only update query with where condition and with the update value, model name update value. So this was generated by this execute update async. Okay. If you want to update other properties, then simply again dot. Okay. Set properties. And for now, let me update the year. Let me update this year to 2023. Okay. So let me update it back to 2023, right? So year, model year. So car update dot year, model year. So let's test it again. Okay, now let's test again. ID2. Let me remove brand. I don't want to update it. And I just want to update year to 2023. And let's update Civic to Civic 3. Just for our understanding. Okay. And execute. And here we can see 200. If we execute our SQL again, see here is updated and model also updated. If you observe the query, here you can see update query nicely with set parameters. Now here we can see 2 columns. Like that you can do entire update and a partial update using the execute update async. Since here we are only executing for single record, right? You can update for multiple record also. Okay. To do that, instead of uh, updating based on ID, what we can do, we can update based on brand. Okay. So let me change it to brand. Okay. And brand dot tool over. You can use contain as well. If you use contain, SQL like statement will be there, right? So let me do contains only directly. Okay. Contains tool over. You can use our update dot brand dot to lower. Okay. Now let's test it. Now our aim is let's update all the Honda brand models to some sedan. Okay. Here we have Civic 3 and Pilot, right? I will change both the item values to sedan. Okay. So let's test again. So now we are doing the bulk update based on the where condition. Okay, now I no need ID value and brand will be Honda. Here also I don't want, let's update here also 2024. Okay, and model name I want to update to sedan. Okay, execute it. Here it is 200. Here we have pilot and Civic 3, right? They must change it to sedan. Let's execute the SQL query. See, sedan and model also updated. So this means this is bulk update. If you want to update bulk update here in normal way, what we have to do instead of first or default, I have to fetch to list, right? I need to loop all these to list for DB, right? And then I have to not ID brand, okay. And next I have to item dot model name equal to car dot update and brand. See, like this, we have to update. If you want to do in normal approach, if you want to do bulk update, you have to fetch all the records, whatever records you want to update, then loop them in memory and assign them. But if you use execute async, there is no getting all the records here. There is no memory like in memory looping like we did above, right? So that is the benefit. Okay. So let's revert it back. Okay. So that is about uh, execute update async. Okay, now let's understand the delete approach. So this is normal delete approach where I will get the data by ID and that entire ID I will remove from the DB context. So when I call save changes, then record will be deleted. So here also it involves two operations. One is for select and one is for delete. So let's first test the general approach. Okay. Okay. First, let me delete this uh, record two. Okay. So try out and enter two and execute. And it is 200. If I check here, ID value with 2 is deleted. If we check the console here, you can see one select query. Okay. For fetching the record. And next delete query. So two SQL calls are involved in normal approach. But we can reduce these two calls to single call by using the execute delete async method. Okay, let's copy this action method. Okay, delete car new approach. Okay, that is my method name. Okay, new approach. Okay, no need of this save changes async. I can simply call like where. So I will directly show the bulk delete. In normal delete or bulk delete will be same approach only. Delete command and where query. Okay. So let's delete all the Subaru records. We have three records, right? Let's delete all the Subaru records. So for that, I can simply write the where query. Okay, with brand dot tool lower, and I didn't show like, right, like command. So let me show the like command as well. See here, like SQL like. This is generated because I forgot to show you this. Here we are using contains, right? So this contains will be generated as a like here for the bulk update. Okay, sorry, I forgot to show you this query before. Okay, okay, let's get back to our delete. So brand. So here it will be string and brand. Okay, and brand dot tool over. and finally call execute delete async. That's it. Okay, so let's test it and check the bulk delete operation. If you want to do single record, then simply pass ID value here. ID will be unique, right? Single record will be deleted. Okay, so let's test it. Okay, here is our new endpoint. Okay, let's pass. I want to delete all Subaru brands, right? So let's pass this Subaru here. Okay, and execute it. So it is showing 200. That means success. API call is success. Okay, and if I execute the SQL query, you can see all the records are deleted. And if you see the generated query, here you can see delete query. And if you observe tool over also, it is generating as a SQL query here tool over. Okay, so that's it. That's all about the execute update async and execute delete async extension methods of NT framework core from 7.4. Thank you so much for watching this video. I hope this video delivered some useful content to you all. If you like my video, please do support me by subscribing to my channel. Soon we are going to meet with new content. Until then, signing off.